Hey guys, happy Halloween. First and foremost, I want to apologize that I haven't uploaded any videos Monday or Tuesday. I was experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties. I recorded and tried to upload one video 3 times and I couldn't get it to happen. But I got all that behind me, everything is fixed, and I just wanted to put up this quick little Halloween message. First and foremost, I'd just like to say that today is different for everyone. Some people look at it as it's a holiday for the kids. They take them out trick or treating or whatever they do with their family. Others look at it as a more of a day to pay respect to the dead, those who have departed before us. And that's kind of what Halloween has become for me over the years. Of course, when I was a kid, I went trick or treating. I did all of that. You dressed up. As you got older, I went out and, I egged houses on mischief night and put shaving cream on people's cars. It was a time to, raise a little bit of hell with your friends. But then as you get older, you change and also start learning a little bit more about the history of the holiday. And some people think it's all steeped in dark paganism and all of that sort of thing, but it's not. Really, the early Christians, very early Christians, even before Catholicism took over the religion and started to define it for the masses. Many of the Christians would go to the tombs and the graves on certain days of the year and pray for the dead. So there's always been this theme among many different religions and people throughout history where they just remembered in some way those who have passed on before them, their loved ones and the saints, their family members. And this is what it's become for me over time. Just being a spiritual person, and I always believed in the afterlife. And it's really become for me a time to remember, those who have passed on before me, gone into the realm of spirit. And also to remember, that's where we're all going to go one day, myself included. It's a time of spiritual reflection, my life, how I've lived it, where I am now, where I've come from, and where, I'm eventually going, where all of us are when we return to that place from whence we came. And I think that's important to think about on a day like this. We have so many modern mindsets about the holidays in general. And again, it's usually they're pagan and satanic, or, well, it's for the kids. Well, is it really? When you think about Halloween, All Hallows Eve, Christmas, Easter, those were not children's holidays back in the day. These were holy days for adults, where people went to church or prayed or visited the grave sites of their loved ones. They lit candles, they held ceremonies. These were very sacred and holy days. These were not children's days that were just about candy and costumes and presents and trees, and all of that's fine. That's part of the modern way we celebrate and partake of these things and make it more family oriented. But we have to remember, I think, that, these were very important days to the people of the past, important days to our ancestors. And perhaps we should all take the time today just to reflect on that. Reflect on those people who have gone to spirit before us. Reflect on that journey that we'll all inevitably take. Light a candle, say a prayer, do a meditation, talk to God, however it is that gives the day a more spiritual, personal meaning to you. It might also be a good time that if we have children, to talk to them about these things during the day in a way that they understand and in a way that's not scary or threatening or making them dread ghosts and goblins or the grim reaper or some such thing. Because a lot of kids, a lot of young people don't think about these things these days. It's become a very secularized world, and I think a lot of people are more afraid of their own mortality, afraid of death, more than looking at it as the next part of the journey as our ancestors did. So connect with spirit in a way that's meaningful for you today. And try to remember it's just not a children's holiday. It's just not about the candy corn and the Reese's peanut butter pumpkins, though I love those too. And you can bet I'm going to be buying some later. But, it's also a good time to reflect a bit on the deeper meaning of the origins of this day. And the origins of this day are just not pagan or evil and all that nonsense. Um, Halloween is an amalgamation of many different traditions throughout time since man's been on the earth. And not all of them are dark and evil or spooky. That's just not the case at all. So have an awesome day, everybody. Have a happy Halloween. I hope you liked looking at some of my personal Halloween decorations while I kind of babbled at you through the camera here. And so try to make this a day where you do remember those who have passed on. I believe they're still alive and well. I believe they're still very much aware of what's happening in our lives. And even if it's a good day just to light a candle and say, hey, I remember you, that's always a good thing to do as well. Have a happy Halloween, everybody, and I'll see you in the next upload soon. Peace.